How about now? Can you hear me now? How about now? Can you hear me? Hello? I think it was on mute or something. We good? No? Damn. All right, we're good. Is there maybe a giant lag or something? Anyhow, cool. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Kavya. You're awesome. Thank you for helping out with that. You are my one sole viewer right now. I'm so grateful for it. And feel free to hop off whenever. That was really awesome. You were able to just help me troubleshoot that. That was huge. Okay, so what I'm doing is just running through how to set up a psychologist website. I'm going to go back and trim all that other stuff. Anyhow. Okay, so here we are in SiteGround, and what you can do here is you can check out and see all of the websites that you're hosting and really easily set another one up. So here's a lot of my websites there. And if you want to start a new one, just click on the Add New Site button. There's a couple options here where you can either buy a new domain, use one that's already existing that you already have, or set up just a temporary one. And for these instructional purposes, I'm just going to set up a temporary domain, and this is where it's going to be for now until I delete it from there. So you will be able to actually go and visit it there at that web address once it's up. The next option is to either start a fully new, like blank website, no furniture, nothing, right? The house is empty. You can migrate a website, which I think you understand what that means, or you can just skip this whole process, either one of these options, and just skip and create an empty site. We're going to go ahead and click Start a New Website because we want to start a WordPress website. So click on that. You're going to set up a login here. So I'm just going to choose the Mike at website Mike, and you can just have it generate a new password, and then go ahead and copy that so you know what it is and hit continue. And that is going to go ahead and start the process here, or give you the option to start the process. The last question they ask you is if you want to install this site scanner for $20 a year, and no, you don't want to do that, so don't click the add button, just click the finish button. Now it's going to take a few minutes as it installs WordPress and sets all of that up. So I just want to go back to my intro and repeat what I said, which was that thank you very much for coming to this episode 1. And this is going to be a usually, but not always, daily type of show. And it's not going to always have the same time and whatnot. So the best way to know when we're live is to subscribe to the channel and make sure you click on the bell icon and click on all so you get notified every time we go live. And then if it fits with your schedule, hop in. You can chat with us, chat with me. And if you don't want to, that's fine too. You can just come back and watch the replay whenever that works for you best. Because essentially, as soon as this live stream is done, the video will become available on YouTube. So at that point, you can just replay and watch it like a regular old video. And all right, so now that the WordPress instance is installed, we can just click on Login Admin here. And here, what's interesting is we get this potential security risk. And so part of why that happens is we need to set up an HTTPS. We need to get what's called a certificate, an SSL certificate. And the way we do that is through SiteGround. there are some tools specifically for the website, managing it. So, and that is a security feature. So click on security, then SSL manager, and the type is just a let's encrypt, just a regular let's encrypt, and click get it. Now this again just takes a few minutes to set up, and as it does, I'll just kind of go back again to speaking about what we're going to be doing on this live stream, which is setting up a website for a psychologist or a psychology practice. It's going to be very simple, just a few pages, but it will have all the basics that a potential patient would need to know before calling or taking some action and engaging with the business, and then potentially becoming a client. So this is partly about designing and making a website that looks good and all that, but it's also partly about making a website that's highly functional and results in business, more business, whatever that looks like, either clients. It might be like, for example, if you're in the home services industries, if you're a roofer, you can apply all these same concepts that we're going to be going over for the psychologist business. You can apply the same ones to the roofing business or any home services business, like painting or HVAC. A lot of the principles that we use here are very universal and broad in terms of design choices and all that type of stuff. So a lot of it applies across the board to all sorts of businesses. So now that the certificate has been installed and active, I recommend just clicking here onto enforce HTTPS. You could also click over here, gets you to the same spot. Now click HTTPS enforce, success, that works. All right, now go back to the WordPress install and manage link and click on the login to admin panel. And now that the HTTPS is set up, that certificate is set up, Firefox trusts it, and we can log in. Go ahead and just click exit out of this. This is set up by SiteGround to welcome people to WordPress. And if you want to, you're welcome to go through this this whole presentation. But for now, I'm just going to click exit. And we're just going to drop right into the back end of WordPress. This is exactly what the dashboard of WordPress looks like for everybody when they install a fresh instance. And now everything diverges from here. This is just a blank white canvas. And so the first step that we're going to do is come in here and change some basic things about this website. For example, the theme. Right now, it comes standard with the 2021 theme right here, but we don't want that theme. We want to use a theme called the Hello theme. So we come in here, just do search themes and type in Hello. And specifically, we want the Hello Elementor theme. So just click install. All right, activate. And now this is the active theme. Here's the 2021 theme that we just deactivated. And here's two other previous themes. What I want to do now is delete these two other themes because they're not needed. It's just bloat essentially on the website to slow things down. So we're going to delete that one. We're going to delete this one. We're going to leave just the 2021 theme here as a backup theme in case we ever need to deactivate this theme for any reason. So that's essentially the best practice for themes. After we do that installation, we are going to add a type of plugin called a page builder. And that page builder is called Elementor. Now that and that's why it's called Hello Elementor. This theme is called Hello Elementor because it uses the page builder Elementor. Now we could search for Elementor right here, but because, and here we would just click install and then activate, but because we installed the theme and the theme did not detect the plugin, it's automatically going to give us this short, hotkey button to install Elementor. Makes things faster. So you don't need to do that search that I just did, but in the future for other plugins, that's how you search for plugins. Alrighty, so we've got Elementor installed. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is to get a pro license. You don't have to do that, but if you click on the link in the description of this video, it's not there right now, but afterwards, it's not live, but afterwards it will be there. And you can then come in here and use my affiliate link and get a deal. So, okay, now to back up a second, here's my account, which I have my other licenses in, because what I want to do now is connect my pro license with the website. And again, sorry for technical issues here and the lag. But now you can see these are all the ones that are hooked up. Okay, so now if we go here to actually click on pages, what we're going to do is, first things first, we're just going to right click, we're going to create a home page, and then we'll connect up the license. All right. It's just taking a moment here to add a new page. Okay. So here is the traditional, not traditional, but the standard editor. It's called Gutenberg. This is the, who was the guy who invented the printing press back in the day. So this is the standard block editor used by WordPress. Again, it's called Gutenberg. And let's see, I'm getting the spinning wheel of death. I'm going to close that. Now, instead of using Gutenberg, we're going to use Elementor, which is a more full-fledged, what's called a page builder. So we have a whole different view from what Gutenberg looks like. Now we're going to get a more global view on the page and be able to build it using a drag and drop method. Now, Gutenberg does also use a drag and drop method of sorts, but it's not quite as robust as Elementor. So it's going to take a minute here. Let's see, can't edit. Okay, let's just go ahead and close that. We're going to just try and create a new page again. And before I start editing with Elementor, what I'm going to do is publish the page so that it's an actual like entity. We're going to give it a title. Let's call this our home page. And we will publish it. Publish, yes. Okay, now edit with Elementor. Let's see if we have any better luck this time around. And if it's not, like myself, not a live stream with a fairly slow connection, it'll be a lot faster. But this, with the live stream, this being the very first live stream as well, may run into a full-on technical issue here that we can't get past if Elementor won't load. Let's see. Can't edit. So save mode is on. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Still have the same issue of not being able to see the page, which may simply just be a bandwidth issue. If we take a look at the pages, we refresh this again. Here is the home page we just created. Just a list of all the pages in the website so far. We're just trying a different route to opening page. Here we go. All right. So this is what the Elementor page builder looks like. And one of the first things you can do is come down here to the settings and hide the title of the page. You don't need to see the title. Later on, I'll show you how to adjust this. This is like what they call the header. But now that we've removed the title, what we're going to do is drop in a whole new page. Okay, so you just click on that gray icon, and here's all these templated website pages. If we scroll down here, we will find there is a psychology page, right? Psychologist. So if you click on the button, you will get a preview where you can look in more depth. And in order to install this, it has to be a pro license. So I do need to connect my license now to make this happen. So let me see here. In Elementor, I believe it's in the settings. Advanced experiments. Tools, perhaps. So I'm just trying to figure out how I insert my key, my Elementor key. So you get to come along on the ride where we figure out how to do this, because usually it's automatic. Connect Elementor key. So go into my account, connect and activate your license. So Elementor is like a really solid company doing great work, and the Pro version is really worth it. Very powerful. So let's see, after installing Elementor Pro, you need to activate your license. To do that, Elementor license, click connect and activate. Oh, I think so. What that means is that I need to go into the plugins, and I actually need to, so Elementor Pro is a whole separate plugin itself that we need to upload. And so the way I get to that is through I've actually downloaded it, so documents, I have WordPress Pro plugins, here's this one, and 2.7.3. This is an older version, but I'll be able to update it as soon as it recognizes that it's an old Elementor Pro plugin. Alright, so now we'll activate it. And we can go ahead and close out these windows. Plugins. Alright, connect and activate. There we go. That's how we do it. Sometimes it takes a little work. And cool, it's automatically seeing it and connecting for me. Alright, all connected up, which means if we come back here to this home page and we first of all update the changes, because we did hide the title, so I want to save that change. Now I want to refresh this entire page. Oh, lovely. It should be compatible with Elementor. Okay. Alright guys, this is the fun part of going live. Do a little debug here. So we have the active license, everything is looking good, but something is not quite right here. So let's see if we try opening again. Probably won't work. Yeah. Declaration post scheme controls should be compatible with content. Line 17. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Okay, let's see here. I'm starting a new page and let's just see what happens. Let's see if we go here. I'm just going to try opening the home page in a slightly different way. First opening it in the regular editor. and then into Elementor. But it's taking a while. So it's definitely a slow internet connection today. Goodness gracious. Everything's lagging. Let's see here, can I close Zoom? That help? Let's see, edit page. Okay, this is coming around. Okay, edit with Elementor. Is there a permalink issue? Let's just see what happens. We're just doing some testing to just troubleshoot and triage, basically. It's taking a long time. Man, oh man. Well, while that thinks about it, I think conceptually you may understand that what was going on there is I was going to create several more pages and simply drop in the preloaded templates and then connect it all up in a menu and show you a couple of more tricks with like a form, for example, like a contact us form. But with the lagging internet here, I don't know how much further we're going to be able to go. It's really taking its sweet time right now. Let's just see if we can get to the dashboard even. No. Having a heck of a time here. Alright, y'all. Well, I think we've lost the connection. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, I think. It just doesn't seem like it wants to cooperate right now. But I'm going to just, I think right now I'm going to cut out to the other screen. I'm going to put the other music back on and see if I can make any changes that speed things up. And if I can't, we'll just call it for today. But thank you so much, Kavya, for joining in on the stream. Super helpful to troubleshoot that microphone. I was going on for a while on mute, but it's all good, part of the learning experience. So, okay, here comes the music.